What is up, my valid peeps? Cadian here, and Happy New Year! Kamen Rider Geats is the 4th entry in Reiwa Kamen Rider, and unlike every other series since Xaid, I didn't actually watch it week by week. After Revice ended, I decided I'd take a break from Weekly Rider, but after about 10 to 12 episodes of Geats had aired, I'd heard enough good stuff about this show that I decided I'd finally start it. And today I'll be giving my thoughts on the show's first arc. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe and share this video, join my Patreon for just £2 a month to see videos early, and let's get started. So this will be my first time doing a full-length video about a Toku show, albeit it's just a part of it, but still. It should go without saying, but there will obviously be spoilers for Geats' first third, so be warned. Let's start with characters. Ace, aka Kamen Rider Geats, our main rider, is very different from recent mains, and honestly I do quite like him. For a show like this, he feels like the perfect lead. Having someone more skilled and experienced lead the show does feel like a good idea. His cockiness and confidence is fun, and he's got some good forms like Magnum Boost, Fever Magnum, and both command forms, particularly the Jet mode, cause dang, that created an awesome fight against the final boss in episode 15. The mystery with his mum and previous DGP navigator Mitsume seems very intriguing, and I'm rather looking forward to see how that gets resolved. Keiwa, aka Kamen Rider Tycoon, our secondary, is more like the main riders we've had in recent rider shows, and while his desires have been less complicated, like World Peace and bringing back every dead rider from the DGP, I'll get to talking about that in a bit by the way, his character more than makes up for that, very much one to root for. Tycoon does give us our first ninja themed rider as far as major riders forms go, and his fight against the final boss in episode 8 was a dang good one, even if it led to a temporary elimination. Neon, aka the tertiary Kamen Rider Nago, was an early favourite character of mine in Geats. Her arc in episodes 3 and 4 really stood out to me. Her standing up to her abusive and controlling mother was incredible, and her wanting to fight for a life of her own choosing is truly admirable. Her boost moment in episode 4 was really good, and while it took till episode 10 for her to get her main form, Beat is a really good looking and fitting base form for her being a streamer and all. Azuma, our quaternary Kamen Rider buffer, I'd say is probably my least favourite out of the main 4 riders. His history with DGP related stuff to his now dead friend was alright, and while his reckless nature is very much fitting for his main zombie form, which while that looks good, his character wasn't really one that stuck to me to be honest. His elimination in episode 15 was a surprising one, and his revival due to zombie buckle overuse the following episode was even more so. Now for the 5th and extra member of the main group, Win, Kamen Rider Punkjack. A mysterious, mute transformed only character at first, Win became very interesting as his voice and identity were revealed at the end of episode 9, and became a full DGP participant the following episode. His assigned mission by the Game Master of eliminating Geats was an interesting one that thanks to Ace led us to learning about his reasons for joining the DGP staff and also him betraying the Game Master, but also getting mind controlled by his new rider form, Kamen Rider Glare. This ultimately led to a very dark death on Christmas Day no less, being effectively used as a living bomb in a failed attempt to kill Geats. The last rider I'll be talking about before more plot related stuff is Guillory, the Game Master, later Kamen Rider Glare. While Guillory wasn't much of a character at first, the Game Master was very intriguing, and while Guillory's reveal as said character at the end of episode 9 wasn't much of a surprise, episode 10 onwards he got a lot more interesting. Now looking into why the Yamato's increase in strength was accelerating and even breaking the rules by getting himself involved as a rider in episode 14. His removal from the game by Niram due to his corruption was a surprise move, leaving his driver behind. And while I think this is the last we'll see of Guillory, I don't think it's the last we'll see of Glare. I will briefly touch on the other temporary riders we've had throughout these first 16 episodes as well. The ones we got were fine, and easily my favourite amongst them was Kalo, which, fun fact, his actor Hideki Kurauchi now holds the record for being the oldest on-screen rider at 69. And while not a rider, Tsumori was there. There isn't much to her as the game navigator, but her knowledge about Ace's mum will be something to keep an eye out for going into the next arc, as I briefly touched on before. Now before I move on to more plot related stuff, I made notes while watching each episode of the first arc to help making writing the script for this video easier, and in the end I made nearly 16 pages of notes. If you want to see them, I've posted the link to the full document of them exclusively on my Patreon. So now for the plot and villains of Geats. The Desire Grand Prix, or the DGP for short, is a really fun idea. We've had a mix of good and not so good games so far. My favourite of them was easily the Base Escape game duo of episodes. The debut of the 6 FIFA forms across the 2 of them was great to see, and Geats FIFA Magnum pulled off one hell of a finisher with his 6 blasters. 2 on the forearms, 2 on the legs, and a Magnum shooter in each hand. The mystery of the game is one I am very interested in, and with the true nature of the game as a reality rider show featuring World Salvation Entertainment, it's going to be very interesting going into the next arc. As for the Yamato, the quickly evolving nature of them and their link to the dead riders' memories is very interesting. The Yamato riders in episode 11 were a very surprise move, with the Yamato's grower, Archimedal, also being revealed that episode, with an intent to destroy the DGP. And frickin' heck, keep those creepy little baby Yamato away from me, those things are creepy as all heck. So, those were my thoughts on Kamen Rider Geats' first third. While I didn't watch Geats week by week at first, I certainly will be now, and it's a rather good show, very much looking forward to seeing where it goes in the next third. Let me know your thoughts on Geats' first third down in the comments below. Like, subscribe and share this video, and I'll see all your valid peeps next time!